this video, I'm going to show you what's usually the cause of your truck pissing out oil. It's usually the ICP sensor, which is behind the turbo on an 03, and on an 04.5 and up, it's usually on the valve cover, but I think that's a different thing. I don't know if those piss oil or not, but I know the 03 does, because this is the second time mine's doing it. So here I got my ICP sensor. This is what the 05 and up, or 04.5 and up style looks like. And this one in particular is, drum roll, 24 millimeter, and that'll fit right in there. You're gonna want to get the sensor from the dealer, or at least a Motorcraft sensor, but it's gonna be about a little under 200 bucks. This one was 20 bucks off of Amazon Prime, just because I don't have 200 bucks to spend on a sensor right now, because this is pissing oil, and I have to move this for street sweeping. But if you do cheap out, you're gonna have to buy a bunch of these, because it's gonna keep pissing oil right through it. So let's go up here. On the 03, the early model, 6 liters, the ICP is on the turbo. You can kind of see it back there. You can see where the oil was pissed out all over my Y pipe. Some people go from the bottom. I have no idea why. I found this to be so much easier. So let me show you what I do. So I just reach in there. You may want to do this when it's cold. Reach in there, feel around. The big sensor is the IPR. Don't mess with that. You want the little one. Alright, so sometimes when the oil goes out of it, it kind of kills the pigtail, but not always. Alright, I unplugged it. There we go. It's unplugged. You can't really see it because it's all the way back there. So what I do is make sure this is going the right way. Wait. No, this way. Okay. Reach back in there, like so. ICP I took out of my truck. As you can see, this is the early model design, and this is the 04.5 up. Both do the same thing, but this one is an inch and 16ths. All right, and this one, as I said, is a 24 millimeter or 15/16. Let me just double check that. There you go, 15/16. So real quick, looking back at this sensor, I believe is still good. I blew in it and it's okay. But what went wrong is, look, that O-ring came apart. Not sure how that happened, but I'm gonna see if I have an O-ring kit in my truck. Went to Harbor Freight, $5. You get a whole assortment of rings and whatnot, and I found one that looked like it was gonna work. Rubbed a little oil on it. I'm gonna stick it back in and see if it still pisses out oil. Documented. Here's the air intake in the turbo. Now there's the fickum over here. So you reach in, just gotta find the hole. It's in there somewhere. All right. So I can get this started to thread. Gotta make sure I check my oil as well, because you don't want to be low. Well, with the 6 liter, it may not even start if it gets too low. Alright, now that started to thread. Let me get my inch and 16ths. Now, if you want to get to the IPR sensor, it's right below it, and it's on the same spot for all the 6 liters. You need a special socket. I forget what it is, but it's the same one that fits the oil filter cap. So if you have that socket, just throw it in the back of the truck, throw it in your toolbox, because you can use it for your oil filters. Come on, fucking tighten. turns out in my case this time was the O-ring on the ICP sensor went bad. Normally the sensor has the oil shooting through it and going through the pigtail, and usually got to replace everything, but sometimes you can get away with just spraying some electrical cleaner into the plug and reusing it. But for right now, I've replaced my pigtail in the past, and actually one of the butt connectors, the wire popped out of it, so I'm gonna put that back. Truck's running good, it's not leaking, so I guess that's a win for tonight. So wish me luck with the rest of that. Good luck to all you other 6-liter owners.